Ready?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
The Alcoholic Beverage Control Board of the City of New Orleans, Alcoholic Beverage Nuisance Hearing. Today is Tuesday, September 20th, 2022.
The meeting is called to order.
Roll call. Earl Williams, Lisa Manning,
Here.
Adonis Expose, Robert Jenkins, Nathan Lewis Jr., Jonas Nash, and Frank Quinn.
Here.
We have 4 members, and we do have a quorum.
Stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, liberty and justice for all.
Good afternoon, members of the board. Erica DeLarge and Dacia Miles on behalf of the City of New Orleans. It's a pleasure to see you all again. We turn to page 1 of the docket. We don't have much this afternoon. Hearing number 03-22, Locks Place LLC, doing business as Al's Bar. This establishment is placed on the nuisance docket for violations of their consent judgment, i.e. they failed to remit payment of when their consent judgment was due since January 18th. We received information from the Department of Finance that they have failed to remit that payment, which was technically due, I believe, in January. I'm sorry, based upon a January 18th consent judgment, they were supposed to make their payment within 60 days. We brought them before the ABC board to actually obtain that payment. And we also indicated that they are delinquent with their ABO permit for their 2022-2023 season for 4 months. We attempted to have them served via certified mail to no avail. What I would like to do is reset this matter to the October 18th docket, have the establishment, including the property owner, served via certified mail for the October 18th docket, and on a parallel track, also attempt personal service with the NOPD officer assigned to our office. That way, if they don't show up, or if there's an issue with service, we can rectify that prior to the October 18th hearing and or move forward with a hearing.
Agree to reset it to the October 18th docket.
Second.
Affirm.
Thank you. And Madam Clerk, if we can send, as stated previously, certified mail, including mail to the appropriate property owner. And please prepare sheets, service sheets for our New Orleans Police Department personnel.
Attorney DeLarge,
Yes.
just want to get this correct. So service is to be provided to the property owner or all of the?
All of the individuals
Okay.
listed on the city's petition to suspend and or revoke, which includes the property
I got you.
owner.
Thank you.
And service will also be attempted via personal service through our New Orleans Police Department officer.
Thanks.
And with that concludes the main nuisance docket. If we can move on to ratification of the sales tax hearings for September 20th, 2022.
Ratification of the September 20th, 2022 sales tax hearing. Hearing number 5822 TX, Josephine Caterers Incorporated, doing business as Court Liquors. There's been a motion to continue to the meeting of October 18th, 2022. Hearing number 6822 TX, Tremaine LLC, doing business as Barcode Lounge, This has been continued to the meeting of October 18th through certified mail. Hearing number 6922 TX. Fountain of Youth Bar and Lounge 2 LLC, doing business as Fountain of Youth LLC. This has been continued to the October 18th meeting with service to Mr. Gaffney. Hearing number 7222 TX, Terminal LLC, doing business as X Crossing. A consent judgment has been entered into in the amount of $800 payable within 60 days. Hearing number 7422 TX, Finnegan's NOLA LLC, doing business as Finnegan's Way. A consent judgment has been entered into in the amount of $6,800 payable within 120 days. Hearing number 7522 TX, First and Last Stop Bar LLC, doing business as First and Last Stop Bar. This item has been continued to the meeting of October 18th. Hearing number 7622 TX, Remind Incorporated, doing business as Bryant Park NOLA. A consent judgment has been entered into in the amount of $5,600 payable within 90 days. Hearing number 7722 TX, Mid City Partners LLC, doing business as Red Door. A consent judgment has been entered into in the amount of $2,000 payable within 120 days. Hearing number 7822 TX, Vu and Sons LLC, doing business as Captain Sells Seafood and Chicken. A consent judgment has been entered into in the amount of $3,000 payable within 90 days. That's it for the revocation.
And thank you, Madam Clerk. And if we can go back to return to hearing number 69-22, Fountain of Youth Bar and Lounge 2 LLC. If you would prepare the service sheets and I can forward the service and information to the attorney, Mike Gaffney.
Okay, I'll forward it to you.
All right, thank you, no problem.
I move to ratify the sales tax hearing of September 20th, 2022.
So moved. Second.
Does the board have any questions for either myself or Daisha?
I just have one small question.
Sure.
So on the original agenda, I guess the bar entered a consent agreement back in January, and then it was due in March, it was 60 days. How does it take until the end of September to find out that they violated the consent agreement back in March?
Yes, sir. So it goes through two different departments. One to the Department of Revenue to determine if there are any other additional violations in between the time that the consent judgment was signed to the present day. And it also filters through the Department of Safety and Permits. Safety and Permits runs a database, a run sheet, if you will, every 60 days to determine if there are actually any violators of the consent judgment. And so with ABO hearings being held only once a month, this was more than likely determined about 2 or 3 months ago. And here we are today. Now, last month, they had an issue with service as well. And I believe that the ABO petition was filed back in August.
Thank you. Thank you.
No problem.
You know what? Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Thank you.
Thank you.